the mirror event here at Tpull's Corner this weekend, and they rebalanced Teferi the Time Raveler. He did used to cost just 3 mana to get out. One colorless, one white, one blue. Now they added one color, so it costs 4 to get out. And they did change his loyalty, so starting loyalty was up from 4 to 5. So what we decided to do, and by we, just me, we decided to pack an entire deck full of Teferis. If there's a creature that's related to Teferi, if there's a spell named after Teferi, it's in here. We did try and get a couple of, board wipes, just because we're probably going to need them. And we're probably going to need them soon. Nice. I probably need more land in this deck. Okay, so my opponent, I need you to play an artifact or an enchantment now, please. So I have something to do. Oh, you let me down. Okay, so let's do that. Ah, there we go. Wavecrafter, Teferi Timeless Voyager. Let's just go ahead and... what are we going to get rid of? Let's get rid of Teferi's Time Twist. Okay, still need a blue card. What are we getting rid of? His third Fanbearer and a Giant Ox. Okay. As is usual, I'm the one struggling with land. My opponent has plenty. Glory-bound Initiate. Okay, what am I gonna do? I could draw a card, but I've already got to discard a card here. We'll get rid of one of the wave casters. Yeah, I definitely need more land. My opponent might be willing to give me one of his if it gets him a spell. Disgusting. This is ridiculous. How many more lands in a row are you gonna get? Yay, we got a land. Alright. Let's see. Let's take care of this.
I know my responsibility. Keep up the pace.
Now we're cooking with gas. Oh yeah, we need these, huh? We get to do that at the end of every turn. Destroy all creatures. Okay. don't have a problem with that. More of these, please. Let's see. Search for Teferi Timeless Voyager. Yes. I'll take one of those.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Let's see, I have 6. Untap a couple lands. Get rid of the planes. A flyer? Disgusting. Let's see. I need to get up to 8 there. Is the Healer's Hawk going to chip block the 6/6, or is he going to go after my Planeswalker?
Hurry!
He's gonna wait. I like that. Okay, I can't put more than one of those down. So let's get him up now.
Hold that thought.
You're not even gonna wait for me to do stuff? Here's the one. Here's the card that I wanted to get to.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
I will? Okay, let's attack. You gonna take the damage? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Darn it. Untap 2 lands. Discard a card. Let's get rid of Teferi Timeless Voyager. Because he's expensive. I'm okay with that. Interesting. He's the bigger threat.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
Okay, so Hero of Dominaria emblem. Whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent.
With each turn of the clock, your reality will crumble.
Sorceries. Until next turn, you may cast sorcery spells until they have flat.
I've got time.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can put down another Hero of Dominaria.
I won't hide from the world any longer. No time for a break.
Target an opponent.
I suppose that's how it was
that
meant
works
to
out
happen.
nice. Okay. And we can do this. Sorry, it takes me longer with all this. Draw a card. Untap those 2. Search for Timeless Voyager. Get a Timeless Voyager. Throw away one of my Sentinels. I'm not going to need him.
according to plan. This is hardly my worst defeat.
Graveyard? I need more land because I don't have enough to cast all the stuff I have.
It's only a matter of time.
Alright, we'll just put him out of his misery. He hung in there for a while. It's still not the perfect deck, but just a single Teferi Planeswalker can be difficult. I didn't really get to make all that good use of Teferi's Time Raveler skills, which he's, out of all the Planeswalkers that have the name Teferi, he's the one that's considered overpowered and they banned him. It happened before my time, so I didn't go look up the decks that were used to make him so uber, but I'm going to tweak this deck a little bit more, just because I think I could do better with the lands, and if I get the untapped Teferi out, then I can use some counter spells in there, which might make things easier, that kind of thing. So we'll come back. We'll do another one. Hang tight. It's time to raid the fridge. Okay, I added in a couple more lands. I took out a couple of Teferi Planeswalkers. Figured I was getting lucky, and I should make a little bit more of a counterspell deck. We'll see if it does any good, or if I've completely destroyed the balance. Goblin deck. Can I last long enough to do the runes last? I need to have a creature or a planeswalker out to do that, though. You to double up your creatures right this second.
After 1,000 years, don't worry, I'll think of something.
Okay, I need one more land. Are you going to go after the Planeswalker or go after me?
I don't have time for that. My defense had an imperfection.
I can keep him around, right?
Time to improvise.
Okay. He'll still be alive. That's all I need. I just need him alive.
I waited too long there.
You'll be fine. Ta-da!
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
What do we want to get rid of then? Yeah, we'll get rid of that.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
There's our guy. Timeless Voyager! Pass to blockers. We will block you. It's all working out. Except for that. Okay, so let's try this one. So many Teferi choices.
Think fast.
Let's go with let's get rid of the big one. Okay. When the maybe enters, I can get a time bender. Come on, Yabby! You! This is perfect. Because I can attack. I should probably put tutelage down first, but... Excellent. Take your damage. Maybe I need to put Midnight Clock in here so I can just draw and discard and not have to worry about any of that. Counterspell. Feels weird to counterspell such a small creature as a Nest Robin, but most things are as small as a Nest Robin.
My time's getting short.
Out of all of my planeswalkers, I consider Teferi Master of Time to be the least of consequence. Okay. She dies. That's okay. Teferi's Protection. That's nice. That's a nice card. But if I do one of these things, like the Time Bender, attack, draw a card. I like that card. I'm gonna untap you. See how that works? This guy's mostly good for giving me vigilance. He doesn't attack. Excellent. Okay, so next, for our next trick. Ah. Okay, so I'm up against another problem. The order that I play these cards, I want to get out Teferi Time Raveler, really. That's the one that's supposed to be overpowered. But each time in my mind when I'm plotting out my moves, the other cards are more important at that moment to get out. And I'm not getting to use Teferi Time Raveler to test them out as much as I wanted. So, what do I do? I'll have to think about that. But in the meantime, if you want to just stack your deck with a bunch of Teferi Planeswalkers, it looks like you have a good chance of winning, even against red aggro. We'll be back for another match. Okay, here's the deck we've got right now. I tweaked it the once because it was just every Teferi Planeswalker, 4 copies of everybody, and we won, but it didn't feel like I should have won. So we've got 81 cards right now. The way that I did to mix it up was I added in a couple more islands, so we're at 30 lands right now. I took Teferi Timebender down to just 1. I put Teferi Timeless Voyager down to just 1 copy. And I took out 1 Teferi Hero of Dominaria. The things I've been putting in are things that I feel I should have to put in. So Wanderer's Strike to exile a target creature, gives me a proliferate. Urza's Ruinous Blast to get rid of everybody except my legendary planeswalkers. 1 Cleansing Nova for artifacts and enchantments, or a board wipe for creatures if that's, the timing. 1 Angelic Edict to exile a target creature or enchantment. So this gives me a little extra flexibility against enchantments. 1 Wrath of God to just do a board wipe of creatures. And I kept my Fragmentize, destroy target artifact or enchantment with mana value 4 or less. So I feel like, although I like Oath of Teferi, and it's a legendary enchantment so it can survive Urza's Ruinous Blast, I've got 3 copies, and it's an expensive deck, so I'm going to go down to 2 copies. Because that'll still be 3.9. Only 17 creatures with 30 lands. Let's try that and see how it goes. Alright, no white mana yet, but we've got enough for the counterspell. A lot of cards we're going up against. Ah, there's the white mana, excellent. Multiple colors, huh? Let's hope he doesn't have a devastating spell on turn 3 that I was supposed to counter. He did not. Excellent. Alright, we're keeping our lands dry for a counterspell now. Necropanther. Whenever he mutates, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. No. Peer into the Abyss. Glad we got rid of that. Okay. What can I do? Can I put down Teferi already? I can. Alright.
I won't
get to draw
hide
a card.
from the world any longer. You know what? I'm not done yet.
I get to choose my attackers. And I get to untap my lands. And if I ever get another counterspell, something like that might be handy. And you can ramp for the next 3 turns as far as you care, because getting this to 8 is the goal. That's the real big thing I want to do. So do I put Teferi down and start drawing and then Oath, or put Oath down now? I really don't want to wait. So let's put this down now. Draw a card.
Keep up the pace.
Draw a card.
Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, we will untap 2 more lands. And we will untap 2 more lands. And we get our creature back. Now, if you have something that kills planeswalkers, I'm in trouble, right? No, I'm not. But you don't know that. Are we a shrine deck or something as well? Because you got all 5 colors already? That's pretty good, because these are not dual lands or anything. Okay.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Just enough to cast Teferi's Protection. Alright. Do I get greedy? Do I plus it 1 more? I can, right? Because I can activate loyal abilities twice, so I can get the Emblem and save him. Yeah, why not? We don't care about your life total right now. We don't care about you getting more land. My turn. I didn't even need to use my protection. Well, this is just awesome.
Hurry!
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Emblem.
I'm sorry to do this.
I don't care what else you do. We're going to submit 0 for that. I got my emblem. That's all I need. If anything calls for Teferi's Protection, it's Ugin.
His knowledge is rotting fruit.
I'd like to see you try your exile anyway. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on things that are phased out. Which is about the only way that I would have survived that, huh? Can you at least get your +2? You deal 3 damage to any target. Hit your own stars. There you go. I got it. Okay, you get exiled.
Now what?
Proceed in my stead.
Let's see. We'll draw a card.
We need to move quickly.
Okay. You lose.
I really should have seen that
And
coming.
he quits. Well, I don't know that... Did I use any new cards, really? I used one, didn't say please. I wonder if this is just too powerful with too many Teferis. The whole point is to test out Teferi Time Raveler. Do I have to make a whole nother deck? Just to only have the Time Raveler in it and do other stuff? Maybe. But, you know, I gotta say, it's fun to play with an all Teferi deck anyway. We'll do one more. Okay, 3 lands, not quite the right combo to use the spell I want. So we're just gonna have to see if I... not the greatest, but not the worst. What we really want is more lands right now. We do have a couple of turns to spare, but not a ton. Okay, better. Why does red aggro get to go first? I'm starting to think that maybe I don't need 2 copies of Teferi's Time Twist. It's coming up an awful early in my deck. Maybe that's... Does the shuffler have something to do with the number of mana that things cost and when it determines what slot it takes in the deal? We use that to stay alive. Hang on, this one. Alright. Let's start countering stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I did that when I did. Inescapable Blaze could have been a rude surprise later. Alright. This could die in a fiery blaze of glory. No? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and block him. You just get one back, right? So, you don't care. Except you don't benefit from that. Okay, what's next? Hey, I got my Time Raveler.
I can no longer stand by and watch. I'll protect you.
Choose the attacker. Draw a card. Fair trade, huh? Okay. Now we're off to the races. A little gross. You're ignoring my time. You're ignoring my planeswalker. Really?
That's more like it.
Okay. That's all we'll do. Really? This is getting a little strange. I could return the artifact up.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Discard the planes. Start the milling. Get rid of a creature. Do an attack. Draw another card. Continue with the milling. Bam. Put down the land. End the turn. Let's see. I don't have any sorceries. It's hard. Okay, so there's Teferi's Time Twist. These are all kind of things to use in case he's got something against me. Right now, he's not doing much against me. I just get to do this. If I ever get a sorcery, I can play it on his turn. But I'm not really using that ability that much. And for red aggro, he ran out of steam kind of fast. I did him a favor by milling 5 lands. He doesn't need lands, right? Go ahead, come on down. Nobody cares. Here. Go back up.
No! I am not making this up as I go.
Another land. Wave caster. Search my library. Get my Timeless Voyager. Return his hello. Draw a couple more cards. 1, 2. And what do we want to do? Anything? Nope. Guess we'll get rid of some lands. Oh, just discard 1 card. Okay, sorry. So I built my deck wrong. I need more sorceries. Exile? I only have the 1 Timeless Voyager. I don't need to search for him again. And a 1, and a 2. And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's try this.
Good game. I want to keep him on hook and just keep milling him. Although we could have just milled him to death. Okay. So these have been pretty good games. But I think I need to go construct a different deck to really showcase Time Raveler's abilities and to test how overpowered he is by himself. With that one, I had enough counterbalancing there that all I needed to do was plus up my Planeswalker. Never really do much else. I returned 1 creature once to draw a card. But that didn't really decide the game. So what's key is the ability to get enough land out to do stuff like this. Wrath of God on his turn, when he puts down something that might have haste. Cleansing Nova on his turn. Urza's Ruinous Blast on his turn. And I think having a deck with just all of Teferi's stuff, all of the Planeswalkers, all of his creatures, I think it's just too tough. I think it's just too overpowering for everything else that's in there. So, fun games. It's great to have an alt Teferi deck, in case anybody was wondering. I guess we'd call that, Teferi Tribal at this point. And if I have enough time, I'll make a different deck without all the other Teferis and concentrate more specifically on building one for the Time Raveler's unique talents. And maybe we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, thanks for joining Tpull's Corner. This is your host, Travis. Hope you have a good day. And remember, there's always going to be a new deck right around the corner.